Okay, welcome back. And now we're going to talk about angles. And so as we introduce angles, we're going to look at the different vocabulary for angles. So in general, what we have is when you have a ray, for example, a ray is a half line where you have an ending point which is called the vertex of the ray. But when you rotate that ray, you get an angle, right? So you have the initial side of the ray, and then you have the terminal side at the end of the rotation, okay? And so the vertex is going to be the termination point of both rays, right, through that rotation. And of course, we could use Greek letters for the angle, so that we could say that this is alpha, okay? Or we could use capital letters like A as well, okay, to represent the angle. But these are the parts of the angle. We have the initial side, the terminal side, and the vertex, and the way we label those as well. Okay? Now, angles in standard form, it means that you're going to have the initial side is going to be on the x-axis. So this is standard form. So these are two angles that are in standard form. So let's call this angle alpha. And we'll call this angle beta, okay? So you can see that both of them have an initial side that's along the x-axis, okay? And then it's rotated to the terminal side from there, okay? So that is an angle that is in standard form, okay? So this one would be angle alpha, and then this one going down would be angle beta. Now, angle alpha is a positive angle because it's going counterclockwise. Okay, so angles that are formed going in the counterclockwise direction are positive. Angles that are formed by going in the clockwise direction are negative. Okay, so that's another key thing to keep in mind. Okay, so this would be a positive angle, this would be a negative angle. Okay, now also let's talk about coterminal angles. Okay, so coterminal. Coterminal means that they end with the same terminal side, okay? So for example, here's our angle here. So we've got our standard form. So we've got the initial side here along the x-axis. Now alpha goes counterclockwise to end here with this angle here. So alpha is a positive angle, okay? But notice that beta goes the negative direction, so it's going clockwise. But notice that they both end at the same terminal side. So those alpha and beta in this case would be called coterminal angles because they end in the same spot. Okay. Likewise, we could do something like this. This is another example of coterminal angles. Here alpha, right? So here's angle alpha, which goes from the x-axis rotated up to the terminal side here. Okay. But notice that if we start here, right, and we go, instead of stopping at alpha, let's go all the way around and go 360 degrees from where alpha stops. So we go to alpha and then we keep going all the way around and we end at the exact same spot. So beta basically goes around one full revolution and stops at the same spot. So that is also an example of a coterminal angle. Okay, and that's it. Have a great day.